If you have a herniated disc in your neck, the standard surgical option is intense. It's called an anterior cervical discectomy and fusion. They make an incision in the front of your throat, move your windpipe to the side, remove the disc, and screw a metal plate into your spine to fuse the bones together forever. It works, but it changes your mechanics permanently. Once you fuse those bones, they never move again. First, let's identify if you are the right patient for this. Usually, a cervical herniation doesn't just hurt your neck, it sends shooting pain, numbness, or tingling down your arm. This is called radiculopathy. Actually, where you feel that pain tells us exactly which disc is likely injured. If the herniation is at C4, C5, you mostly feel pain in the shoulder and weakness lifting your arm. If it's C5, C6, the pain shoots down the arm into the thumb and index finger. If it's C6, C7, it usually travels into the middle finger and affects your triceps. And if it's C7, T1, you feel it in the pinky finger and hand grip. A piece of the disc is bulging out and choking the specific nerve root that travels to those fingers. The goal of treatment is simply to get that bulge off the nerve. In traditional surgery, to do that, they remove the entire disc. If they fuse the bones, you lose motion, and the discs above and below have to work harder. This often causes them to fail years later, a domino effect. Now, to avoid fusion, many surgeons suggest artificial disc replacement. Instead of a bone spacer, they put in a mechanical joint that preserves motion. While disc replacement is often better than fusion because you can still move your neck, it is still major open surgery. They still cut the throat, they still remove the natural disc, and they still permanently install metal hardware inside your body. But for many of you, there is a third option: cervical percutaneous laser disc decompression. We insert a thin needle under local anesthesia. We guide it safely past the critical structures of the neck using live X-ray guidance. Once inside the nucleus, the laser evaporates a tiny volume of tissue. The internal pressure drops, and that bulge, retracting against the nerve, pulls back. We don't remove the disc, we don't fuse the bones, we don't insert an artificial metal joint. We simply decompress the nerve. This means you keep your natural motion. You can still turn your head. You can still look up and down. Now, I know what you're thinking. A laser in my neck? Is that safe? Actually, because we use fluoroscopy, which is real-time X-ray, we can see exactly where the needle is at all times, to the millimeter. There is no guessing. We see the needle enter the disc, we fire the laser, and we withdraw. The skin puncture is so small it doesn't even need a stitch, just a small bandage. If you have been told you need a fusion or an artificial disc replacement, you owe it to yourself to see if you can save your natural biomechanics first. We need to look at your MRI to see if the herniation is contained. If it is, you might be able to cancel that open surgery. Click the link in the description or in the pinned comment below. Send us your images. Let's see if we can stop the pain and keep the hardware out of your neck.